Hydrate Kids Camp is a high-energy kids camp that happens every single year, hosted by Keystone Church, and it's one of the most fun things you'll ever do in your life. It's an incredible week. It's a tiring week, and I'm going to spend the next 3 days telling you about that and letting you know just a little bit about what happens at Hydrate Kids Camp.
Bum 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 bum.
Many years ago, we decided, like every other church, that we would have a vacation Bible school, but we were a new church meeting in a brand new building that wasn't finished, and a group of people from Arkansas, 25 people, packed to the max with their campers and every piece of decoration and everything that we could possibly need for a vacation Bible school, traveled into town to help us put on this vacation Bible school. When the school started, we had 2 kids show up. So 25 people traveled in from Arkansas with all these things on their own dime, and 2 kids showed up. It was disappointing, but for us it was a turning point when we realized that we did not have the clout or the recognition in the community to do something like VBS, like all the other churches have done in the past forever. So we had a friend that told us about something that he started doing, and Barry Long, a pastor friend of mine, shared with me about this idea that he created called Hydrate Kids Camp, where he has volunteers come in. It's a Monday through Friday camp. It runs from 8 to 3, and it's a high energy, just a lot of fun. And so we had Barry come up and train us on how to do this event, and we had a few people that stepped up and decided they wanted to give it a go. So we stepped out on a limb, and the next year we plan to do a Hydrate Kids Camp. The way the camp is created is it is hosted at a high school. We need a space that has a gym, that has a cafeteria, that has a lot of space. And so we went around to all of the high schools in this area and talked to them about renting the facility with a large check ready to go and to pay the difference for everything that we do. And we could not get anybody interested in allowing us to host this event on their campus. We began to get discouraged, wondered what we were going to do, and so we talked to Greensburg Central Catholic, came up, and went to talk to them, and in talking to them, we were able to explain to them what it was that we wanted to do, and the principal or the director of the school at that time said, well, if you're going to be doing that, then yeah, you can definitely do it here. We said, great, here's the budget that we have, and we'd love for that to happen. And he said, no, if you're doing the Lord's work, you'll do it for free. So for 4 years, we have been able to meet here at Greensburg Central Catholic for free to host Hydrate Kids Camp. This is the first year that we have had to rent the facility, and still the price that they charge us is little to nothing, and we're extremely grateful for what they've done and how they've blessed us in that. So why don't we walk through what typically happens on a typical day here at Hydrate Kids Camp so you can see the process. So at Hydrate Kids Camp, the very first place that you end up is right here at the registration table. We have our most smiling faces and our best personalities to greet you early in the morning before everything gets started. Next, everybody will gather into the gym. The gym is where a lot of things go on at Hydrate Kids Camp. It is where the teams divide. There are 10 teams. They'll divide the kids into the teams. It's where we sing the songs for Hydrate. It's where we play some games. It's where we do some activities when maybe it rains or something like that. It's where you can find the nurses station. It's where you can find all kinds of things. But the gym is the place that we pack out, that we have all kinds of activity, and you'll see them just running like crazy here in the gym. Nothing will quite create an emergency at a kids camp like a locked bathroom door. All the bathrooms are locked, and the workers are in a little bit of a panic on this Wednesday. But we're going to get this solved. Don't worry. Kids will be able to go to the bathroom. The next place you'd go is the cafeteria. It is here that we visit twice, once for snacks later in the afternoon, and then also for lunch. You start by getting your hands sanitized, and there's a lot of other strange things that happen during lunch as well.
You ready for? Count 3 as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you can be louder than that. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. Where's Hawkeye?
So at the moment, this crazy big guy that walks in at lunchtime is running around having the kids scream. We've not yet figured out who he is or why he's here, but he calls himself the trash man, and he says put it in the can. That's the only thing he knows to say.
Put it in the can.
Trash can! Trash can! Put it in the can! Put it in the can! Trash can!
Yes, he's the trash man. He walks around the cafeteria, pushing his beautiful trash can. And everybody knows when you're done, you gotta put it in the
Trash can!
trash can. That's right, 'cause he's the trash man. He's Tom, he's the trash man. And when you're done with your old scraps and food, you put it in the trash can.
Right out front of the Greensburg Central Catholic High School is a giant field that we use for all the activities, the games, the water games, the giant water battle that ends the event on Friday. I'll show you that in a later video, but right here is where the majority of the fun happens. This is where everybody gets wet and where everybody gets sunburnt too, probably, even though we sunscreen kids.
I'm Bobby Gilderoy. I'm the director of Hydrate Kids Camp and head up the children's ministry at Keystone. We'll start planning for Hydrate within the next few months. We usually take about 2 months off, and then we'll start planning for next year. There's a group of about 10 of us or so, 10 or 12, that actually do the planning for Hydrate, and then we'll plan throughout the year for the next year. Well, not only do I keep in contact with the kids, I keep in contact with our team leaders, but I try to keep in contact with the kids and with their families, just to try to have an impact on them so that I can show them the love of Jesus even after Hydrate is over. And so I think this is my best way of pouring into the lives of other kids. Our theme for Hydrate this year has been Jesus is my superhero, and in an effort to get kids to remember that, because they do better whenever they have visuals, in order to get the kids to remember that, we've been talking about local superheroes. So on yesterday we had Army sergeants that came and talked to us. Today we had an EMT come. They showed the kids their ambulance and stuff was here to show them around. And then tomorrow we have a fire department coming with a fire truck, and Friday we have a state trooper coming. And so we wanted to talk about our local superheroes and then also talk about how Jesus is the greatest superhero of all.
So there it is, guys, Hydrate Kids Camp. At the time that I'm making this video, Hydrate Kids Camp is over for 2019. So why would I make these videos? The reason that I wanted to focus the next 3 episodes on this camp right here is because of all of the many layers that are involved in this. You see, it's part of the vision and the focus and the plan of what I want to accomplish through my city, Greensburg. Why should we volunteer? What does it matter to be a part of the community? Why should we serve other people? What's the point in all that? That's the idea that I want to talk about. But for now, my goal was to just introduce you to the camp. Next week, I'll take you a little bit further as I introduce you to the guests that joined us from all over the country. Guys, we had over 30 people from Michigan, from Missouri, and from Arkansas that came in, took vacation time to come to Greensburg to serve in this city in Greensburg. If you're watching this and your kid participated in Hydrate Kids Camp, comment below about what it means to your family and what it's like for your kids, what they thought of the camp. If you're interested in helping us next year with Hydrate Kids Camp, comment below. We can use the help as we begin planning for next year eventually. That's all stuff that we're looking for. Take the chance to subscribe by clicking the logo here in the bottom corner or by clicking the subscribe button down below. And if you want to be notified of videos as they come out, then hit that notification bell, get that turned on, and you'll be notified as we release videos weekly. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, this is my city, Greensburg.